How do you guys like the Marge Simpson hairstyle today? It looks kind of weird, but I'm gonna leave it as is. Today is a super exciting day for me. I get to review ELO, I believe, Vagabond. I was aware of this product, but I'll be honest, I know very little about it other than it is a telescopic controller, which is a segment of products that I love to talk about. Let's jump right in, see what this is all about, and if this product is worth your money and your time. Hi, I'm Clef, and you're watching Game Tech Talk. Pretty nice looking package. I rapidly forget about packaging. However, I do find that the package prepares you for what is inside. You can tell that there is thought and attention, and just even the material that covers this package, it feels different. It's not the common kind of feel, like it feels premium is what I'm trying to say. Ooh, look at that. So there's this little, wow, there's this action where it's kind of popping out. You know, see, that's what I was saying, premium. So there's this message inside the box. I'll read it later. There is an app. Perfect. I wasn't sure if that was the case. Here we have the controller, and here we have what I would assume, oh, stickers. Nice, I like those. Wait, what is that? Adapter selector? Measuring your phone. Oh, nice. A product manual. And this is a really premium experience. Like, I'm not kidding. Before I even started recording and I saw the box, I thought like, okay, maybe that's going to be like that more premium approach, but without having touched the controller, without having done anything with it, because I actually have not laid hands on it other than picking it up to take it out of the box. This is the most premium box that I have ever opened of any telescopic controller combined, and that includes Razer. They are on a whole other level. Like, even the quality of this booklet is something else. Look at this box. Like, this box is almost too good. I don't know if I will want to throw it away. Well, I like that you can take this off, so I'm probably just going to keep that and put the rest in recycling when I'm done. What a premium unboxing experience, and then I can just push it down like that. Okay. Wow. It even smells new. I'm telling you guys, like, we don't get controllers that feels this premium. Interesting. And very positively so. Okay. By the way, guys, this would fit an iPad mini. I don't know. I don't have a Y700. I don't know if that would fit that, but definitely fits an iPad mini. Right off the bat, when thinking ergonomics, when thinking feel, this company very much prepare you for something, right? They're very bold and very open about targeting esports players, the esport market. It's one thing to put it in your material, it's another to prepare your consumer, and it is the real deal when it delivers. And holding this, I get it. I have praised the Galileo G8 for having brought a console-like controller, but this brings it up a notch. And there's a few reasons. First, the grips here are far more elongated, giving you a very specific and nice grip that is very, very tight. The textures, I often talk about texture. There's a lot of different textures here, which I greatly love, and you can even tell from the D-pad and the rest that it's not exactly the same plastic just by looking at the reflection off of it. It's not exactly the same material that they're using. The buttons are glossy. Oh, they are mechanical buttons. Tactile, very muted, but not the unpleasant. Wow, it's so flexible. This is a nice D-pad, although the corners are sharp. Not my favorite. Tactile buttons, tactile, very nice shoulder buttons. They click from everywhere. They have very, I don't have the exact number, but I can tell you that they're easy to actuate. They don't require a lot of force. Nice, very nice triggers. A little bit of dampening effect at the end, but very little, not enough. You know, sometimes it's too much and it feels like you have to push extra hard to actuate to 100%. That is not the case here. Extremely good balance. Nice tactile buttons, although the placement makes them there's two ways to look at this. I find that the placements don't necessarily make them the easiest to actuate buttons, but the benefit with that is that it will prevent accidental touches. So it's kind of an in-between. I think I would have preferred them being a little bit higher just because it would be easier. But even if you think it might be the case, yeah, there's a latch system here. So that's interesting. Okay, very, very textured edges. on those sticks. They're concave and you really feel the texture. I would probably put caps over these because I would not want the texture to fade away over time, which I would expect it would, but it feels nice. It's pretty much very Xbox Series controller like straight out of the box. Feels very much like it grips really, really well. Anti-scuff rings around the sticks, no metal ring, but it does glide very nicely. It's to me, it's more of a speed, not a control. If we think of mouse pads, you know, you kind of had the similar lingo. Ooh, nice pivot USB-C. Yeah, I didn't expect that. You have a pass-through USB-C and a 3.5mm jack. Very complete. They have one of the most satisfying systems. It feels very similar to the one to the Backbone one, which in my opinion, as much as I do take jabs at Backbone, they do have the better feeling mechanism in terms of the stretch mechanism, and I'd say that this one is on par. It feels really, really good. The motion feels very smooth, and all at the same time it feels very sturdy. I'm pretty sure that we can forget about modding this one. You know those things, those bracelets that you slap on your wrist and it hooks to your wrist? It's kind of the same thing but with metal, and you have one in each corner, and when it stretches it opens up to give you that mechanism, but it also brings it back together very, very strongly without opening it, and I have zero intentions of opening it, but I'm pretty certain that this is what they're using. Really got to give it to them. This is an exceptionally good feeling controller. This is probably going to be the most time I spent on Ergonomics, and it goes to show that they are doing a lot of things good. Honestly, I was not expecting that. In comparison to something like the Galileo G8, the Galileo G8, you are more vertically aligned in terms of your sticks and buttons and D-pad. This is not the case here. Yeah, I'm super comfortable in saying that this is the best ergonomical telescopic controller I've held. This feels way better than the Kishi Ultra, better than the Galileo G8, better than the Absolute S9, which was my current champion in terms of ergonomics. This wins it. Amazing ergonomics. If this is your priority, you will be very happy with this one. I'm pretty sure this is the controller that I have with the USB-C that sticks out the most, more than the Absolute S9 even. Zero risks in terms of compatibility. Man, oh, so they have RGB as well. Nice. Okay. I would still use gloves, so I was trying to really operate from the center. It works, but I still have the reflex to want to go towards the edge of the D-pad. I feel like they give you the tools to pretty much fully control your D-pad from the center, but it's just a question of habit, and you have also kind of a center pivot. So it's a very, very, very good D-pad. Yep. This is a near flawless D-pad. This is an S- to me. I think the only controller on the entire telescopic landscape that I have tested that beats this one is the Absolute S9, and the one reason why it does is because they have options that you can swap to. That's the one thing. If I had the D-pad the same shape, that would come just as good, or potentially even beat it. Unleashed. Unleashed is the name of the app. Okay. So I have a case on my Red Magic here. And no problems. Okay, nice. You know what? Allow notifications. Why not? Okay, so they're looking at the games. Seems that they're focusing on the games that I have, which I appreciate. App, music, effect, nice. Calibration. Okay, so they give you the choice between square and circle. That's really, really nice. Oh, I definitely need to calibrate mine. Okay, here we have the triggers. All the calibrations in one page. Yes, thank you. Calibrate all. You know what? I'm gonna go square because I'm a square kind of guy. I don't like... Okay, so when looking at the sticks, there seems to be a fairly aggressive algorithm. I don't know if it's gonna come across on the camera because it's a little far, but when I'm turning, I'm not getting the... Like, if I go slow, I can really hit the corner, but if I'm turning like that and I start going fast, I'm missing the corners. So there is definitely an algorithm at play. I'm pretty sure this is Hall Effect. This has got to be Hall Effect because ALPS doesn't do that. I'm in the middle of editing this video and I took the controller to the PC to get all the data that I usually put on my videos. and I realized the stick behavior was completely different there. So I think the behavior that I'm describing is not so much algorithm on the sticks, but rather it is the app that gave me that result, because it was completely different. You should have performance and the stick oh, by the way, it has amazing stick resolution as well. And be it that I used the circle or the square, and I was turning much faster than what you saw me do just now, and it was flawless. So amazing sticks, and that is more consistent with the experience that I had, which you'll see in a minute. You know, if ever there's a V2, I'd love to see them go TMR, or at least give us the options to tick it on or off certain algorithms, because this is quite aggressive. That doesn't mean that the stick won't be good, because you're not usually going to be playing an FPS doing that. It's just, it shows that there's algorithm at play. Button mapping, so you can remap all the buttons. Nice. LED brightness, okay. I really like the color. I'm really liking the app. It's simple, straightforward, efficient, does what it's supposed to. I think this is a great foundation to build upon. I think eventually it would be nice to have profiles. I see that they're working on having their software mapping solution, so that's awesome as well. And we're gonna test Call of Duty Mobile, because Call of Duty Mobile is a very notorious game. I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen here, because interesting. It does, and it got recognized as a PS4 controller. What is this controller even being recognized as? How is it that it works? Is this brand related to Backbone? How is this controller one working on Call of Duty? And why does it say here ELO Gaming ELO Vagabond controller for Android, iOS, PlayStation, Xbox, Backbone? No, did it just slide away? This is the real deal. There has not been a single controller that it has been more satisfying to play Call of Duty on. But you know, that's one thing with the Galileos. A lot of people talk about how they're too sensitive on the inner dead zone, the inner radius of the sticks. That is not the case here. I'm really capable to be extremely intentful with my movements, and overall great quality sticks. So whatever algorithm they use seem to be quite aggressive when making fast movements, as I pointed out earlier. But as far as just being precise in small movements, it's doing a great job. It's really doing a phenomenal job. I'm really doing good on my game. I'm so happy. But I don't know if the controller has to do, because I have an edge over the people I play with. That being said, it feels really good. I'm gonna keep it at 100 with you guys, as I always do. Would I wish that there was rumble? Do I wish there was gyro? Do I wish there was 4 extra buttons? Of course, but I can at least say this much. Do I sincerely believe that this controller does something that makes it stand out from all the other controllers? 100%. It's not even a question. If you are a competitive, and when I'm talking competitive, I'm talking like all you do is Call of Duty Mobile, Call of Duty Warzone, Rainbow Six, whatever version is called on mobile, these kinds of games. I have not yet had an experience as convincing as the ELO Vagabond for eSports. It's very light. The buttons are so easy to press. I always think of controllers that way, especially when I'm thinking competitive. Is I find that there are certain controllers that you have like a jolt that goes into your brain of wanting to push a button, and by the time that you even realize that you wanted to make that decision, it's already done, because the tools that are being given to you are efficient for you to be extremely efficient with your moves and your intent and the way that you approach certain games and the way that you do certain actions. That is the kind of controller that gives you that kind of experience, and that's what I'm trying to illustrate when I'm saying that they really cater to a very specific segment of gamers. And at the end of the day, when I review a controller that says this is what we do and this is who we do it for, I do have to give them credit when they execute their vision so brilliantly. And this is the case here. Oh, by the way, very large opening here. And camera bump, no problems whatsoever. Yeah, I'm not gonna be playing on iPhones just because I need to wrap this up, but I mean, it works. It's responsive, not extremely responsive even. Well, yeah, no problems there. Nope, no problems there at all. I know I'm gonna use this controller, so let me go ahead and get the app. Oh, the app is on test flight. I see. Let's cover the last few things. I'm extremely impressed with this controller. I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm not. I am. It's already got a lot going for it. It doesn't have everything, and I understand, because, you know, that's just the way that you approach your market. I really like where this is going. I really like what they have. This is one of the better foundations on the entire telescopic market as far as I'm concerned. There are things that this one does so much better than other controllers, but then for a gamer like me that wants the features, that's one thing that is lacking. Not a whole lot, but there are options out there that does provide more with, you know, rumble and gyro. I do these reviews in a way that I really allow myself to experience it live for you guys, so that you really get my first-hand impression, and then I go more in depth. But I'll be honest, I genuinely was not expecting that. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it is. That's a compliment to them for sure. I mean, I don't know how else I could put this. I don't think this is a negative. I'm not sold on the price, but I get the price. You know, that's kind of where I'm at. I think of the price of a backbone, and I think of this, and this makes way more sense. I think of the price of a Razer Kishi Ultra, and I think of this, and I'd rather go with this. Think of an Absolute S9, and I think of this. I'm like, kind of where my mind is at. This is an extremely robust foundation. I feel, man, I would like to have a conversation with these guys. I'm searching my words here. It's impossible for me to believe that these guys have not been on this kind of journey before. You know, it's like, it's this one product that you hold and you think, oh, yeah, that's not your first rodeo. So who are these guys? Who is ELO? Who is this brand? Because it's not their first time around. If it is their first time around, boy, do I want to know what they're gonna do on their second trial. Because, man, this is not the work of a beginner brand. This is not the work of a company that is searching itself. You know what I mean? That is the work of a company that is inserting itself in a market. A very good understanding of its DNA, of its identity. This product is talking to me. It's telling me stories of the brand, of the makers, and I want to know more. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Please consider doing all the YouTube stuff. I think I'm coming into this with more questions than I had from the beginning. It was a really fun review for me to make, and I'm really curious to find out more about the team behind this product over time, over their next releases, because this is something special. This is definitely something special. I like this product. I really like it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Man, this feels good. I'm shocked. Wow. This feels really, really good. My God, I was not expecting that.